So this would be one of the things that I use just to spy or find competitors' pages. So I'm going to go to my screen real quick. So if you go into Google and type in Adespresso, Facebook ads examples would pop up over here. You guys all see this? And you would just click on here. How many people are familiar with this site?
I am.
Okay. So if you understand how to use it, you know, you can pretty much find any competitors landing or Facebook ads and pretty much see what they're using and what they're doing. So you can kind of replicate and do the same. So for instance, I'm going to use a very popular public figure, just in case all of you guys know. You guys know Tai Lopez?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to use Tai Lopez as an example. As you can see, I already searched him. And let's just say you want to find out what kind of ads he's doing, or let's just say you're finding another competitor like, you know, like for instance, ClickFunnels. You know, you want to find out what it is that they're doing and stuff like that. So over here, you just find his ads. And as you can see, all the ads that he's done with the likes, the comments, the shares, and everything pop up and show up exactly what he's doing and what's working. It shows you also the date that he's been running these ads.
Do something.
Do what?
Guys, can you please mute your microphones? Felix, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, man?
What's going on? So this is a tool that I use specifically just to target my ads and see what they're using. If you were to click on it, you can actually take his video as well if you want to use it in one of the ads. As you can see, you could take it and run the same exact ad, very similar. You change up the words a little bit and you target his audience. Okay, so this strategy call here is pretty much just to show you that Adespresso, it's featured by Hootsuite, original company by itself, just for auto posting, but they've expanded. And if you guys want to use this tool, I think it'll help your business a lot. I think it can be very, very beneficial. It's absolutely free. You don't pay $1 for it. So I've used it many, many times. Just put in Adespresso and an ad gallery will come up, and it's just right over here. You just go on Facebook ad examples and you can search by placements. So if you want desktop or Facebook right column, all the industries, whatever it is that you're searching for, you just find all the top niche ads that are running. You can check over here on how many page likes if you want to check by that, lead generation, sales, see who's making the most sales, and you can check the ad by that and go ahead and, you know, duplicate your own campaign. It's very, very helpful, you know. You could check by photo, by video, anything that you want. So you guys go in there and play with this thing, and you can really a really, really good, successful ad that's been running for a long time and making money. And you guys can go ahead and duplicate the same thing and kind of put in your own content. And just make sure you guys either take this name right now, or at the same time, you can view this webinar again in the members area in Young Entrepreneurs.
Yo, quick question.
Sure.
So if you want to promote young entrepreneurs, would you make your own video and like explaining it so you can make an ad?
Yeah. So this is another thing. In Young Entrepreneurs, the Young Entrepreneurs members area, I believe they have some type of videos that you can use to market it. So they have their own videos over there. If you want to make your own videos, you can do that, you know. But Young Entrepreneurs has a lot of good videos that you can use for marketing as well. Now, if it gets oversaturated and stuff, I go to this site usually. It's called Lumens. Let me see. Maybe video. Let me see. Lumen 5 video creation. And over here, it's very, very simple. I mean, there's like a membership fee to this, but you don't really need to do this right now. But just giving you an example, you can create videos very simple. All you do is you would go inside here once you sign up, and you would put the URL that you're advertising, for instance, youngentrepreneur.com, and it'll extract specific words and specific images, and it'll make a big video for you within minutes by itself. So, and then you just get the proportion where you want the video images and stuff. So this site is very helpful for video creations. It's called lumen5.com. But you really don't need that right now because we have so much content in the members area that you guys can use. You can use a lot of the images and a lot of the videos. So I would recommend using those in the beginning. And if you have a video, like Rosa made a very nice video, put it in the group. You know, if you have like clips, you know, just make a quick video of your lifestyle just to brand yourself. And you can use that in the Facebook ads as well, you know. In the future, we're going to be doing different things such as testimonials and stuff and allowing people to use different ones. But for now, I think the ones that are really work are the ones inside the members area. And if you want to brand yourself, you can make one as well. But Ad Espresso right here is a very helpful tool. Just make sure you guys either write it down or see, I'm searching everything, you know, ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson. So it's very helpful tool that I've used in the past. And I think if more people knew about this, they would start charging, to be honest, because a lot of people can make a lot of money in strategizing with this site. All right. So I wanted to come over here and share with you guys. And I'm going to hand off the mic to Mike. And he's going to go ahead and show you guys how to create a campaign. So I'm going to unshare my screen. And I want to put Mike on the line right here. Mike's been doing this call. Look, he's already smiling. So he's been doing this for quite a while. He's very familiar with, oh, that was my phone ringing. He's been doing this for quite a while with Facebook ads and everything. And then his partner, Felix, is going to come online and show us how to put it all together at the end. So, oh, they're together. Okay. All right. So,
what's up,
Mike,
guys?
you want to go ahead, take the mic? And
Thanks for the intro, man.
yeah.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and start sharing my screen with you guys. How many of you are running Facebook ads right now? Facebook or Instagram ads? Okay, cool. So essentially, what we're gonna go over today is just getting you up and running really quick. It doesn't have to be complicated, guys. We're gonna just get a simple video ad. You don't have to create the video because Young Entrepreneurs already made that video for you guys. And all we're gonna do is put that up, run some engagement to it, and also set up the pixel so that you can start tracking your conversions. You guys don't have to, you don't have to take notes. I want you to just watch as I'm doing it and pay attention, because we're gonna be giving you guys the recording of this, so you can always go back and watch it later. All right, cool. So over here in Young Entrepreneurs, yemovement.com, you have a lot of resources at your disposal. So right off the bat, you got these 3 video ads, right? And the best one to use for running Facebook and Instagram ads is going to be video number 2. Reason being that this one is a square, and it's also 1 minute long, so it's going to fit on Instagram.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Young Entrepreneurs.
I'm sure you guys have all seen that one.
Many
All right,
times.
so we're going to download over here to your computer, put it on your desktop or somewhere easy that you can access it. And then we're going to go over to business.facebook.com. I'm not sure how experienced you guys are with this, so I'm just going to cover everything from very basic to a little bit more advanced. As soon as you go into business.facebook.com, it's going to prompt you to create an account. You're going to attach your personal Facebook account, and it's going to create an ad manager for you. So over here, once you get inside, it's going to look a little bit like this. And what I want you guys to do right off the bat is create an ad account. So you can go to business settings and ad accounts on this left-hand side, and you're gonna create a brand new ad account. You can see I have like probably 50 something ad accounts in here. So you're gonna create new and type in the name and then click create. I can't create any more on this account, but it's very simple. You just type in the name and it lets you create a new one. Okay, and then the second thing you're gonna need is a fan page. So this is different from your personal Facebook page. You're gonna have a business fan page, which you create over here. Create a new page, and you can name it whatever you want. So you can name it your name. You can name it as, like you can see I put Mike Mai over here, or you could do like YE movement, or something along those lines, young entrepreneurs. This is gonna be the page that you're running all your ads from. So you gotta make sure to keep in mind that the name that you choose is gonna be the name that pops up in the ads as you're running them. Okay. And then once you there. Once you have that created, it's gonna look very similar to your personal page. So you just set it up. You just set up all the little infos like the name, the profile picture, the cover photo, and from here you can create a promotion. So promote over here. This is gonna let you create a number of different small little basic ads, so you can get more likes to your page. You can boost the posts. You can get people to message you. But if you want to get more advanced, which we're gonna be doing, you're gonna go over to the pixels over here. So top left-hand menu, go down to all tools down here on the bottom, and then pixels. This is gonna be installed onto your YE movement funnel. Okay, and it's gonna look a little bit like this. Make sure I get this out of there. You're gonna click create pixel. Name your pixel. You don't have to put in the website URL. And this screen is gonna pop up where it's gonna prompt you to install the pixel on your website. You're gonna click manually install the code yourself. And then scroll down to step number 2. Click this and it's gonna copy that entire section. And then you're gonna go back to your young entrepreneurs funnel inside of Builderall, office.builderall.com. So for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with the Facebook Pixel, essentially it's just a line of code that you're installing on your website that allows you to track everything that happens when you're running Facebook and Instagram ads. It's kind of like the cookies that they track you with, and then they send those retargeting ads at you. Okay, so once you're inside of your HTML editor, inside of Builderall, you're gonna go over to this left-hand bar over here and the top, that little paper plus sign. You're gonna open up this menu, and this is gonna be your layout. When you see all these different pages over here, that's the layout. section, and when you click on each of these individual pages, that's going to be a separate second level down. So you want to make sure that you're on the layout section. You're going to click this gear button over here, scroll down to the bottom where it says Facebook Pixel Scripts, and you're going to paste that same thing that we just copied, this code over here, right into your layout Facebook pixel. Make sure you click save, and then save and publish. Now what that's going to do is it's going to create a base pixel on every single page of your website. So on this welcome page as well as the checkout page. And then the next step that you're going to do is take your unique YE movement domain on the checkout page, and that's the one that you're going to use to set up your custom conversions.
So you would put the pixel on the checkout page, and it integrates in all of the front and end pages, you're saying?
Correct.
Mm.
Okay, so you're gonna grab your unique URL /checkout-page, and we're gonna go back into the Facebook, the pixel setup. And over here, you see data sources at the top. You're gonna go over to custom conversions, create custom conversion, and you're gonna paste in that URL that we just copied, the checkout page. Okay, and then you'll name your conversion YE opt-in or something along those lines, because essentially what that means is when someone reaches this checkout page, you know that they opted in because they filled out the form on the first page. And click lead, and then you don't have to put a value in here, and then create. So just like that, you've set up a custom conversion that you can start optimizing for with all of your ads. I don't know if you wanted me to hop into actually creating the ads, Ali, or did you want to kind of cover that?
Are you able to show them real quick on, since you already started, how to create a very basic ad? I know you showed them how to do the pixel and the conversion tracking. And that's very crucial in your business, guys, because if you don't know where your visitors are going and where they're landing, you don't know how to test and create other ads and scale up to make more money. So make sure you guys watch this video multiple times if you have to, especially this part, to set up your Facebook pixel and your conversion tracking. And if you don't mind, Mike, can you show them like a quick basic on how to set up a quick campaign?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so just to show you guys like the power of Facebook ads and Instagram ads, you can see over here, this is from yesterday. We're running an ad about $100 budget, and we have about 5 different ad sets running. But you can see 84 people opted in, and the opt-in is that custom conversion we just created. 84 people opted in and are on our autoresponder from $100 in ad spend. That's almost just a little over $1 per opt-in, and 20 people actually registered and became leads just yesterday. That's the power of running these ads, because it's working nonstop in the background. You don't have to manually go and talk to people on Facebook. You don't have to do any of that. It's just working. You can be sleeping, you can be at the beach. This is how you really scale up your campaigns. So to create an ad, you just simply go this little green button over here. I don't know if you guys saw that. This green button right over here in the corner, create ad, the little plus sign. And since it's a video, we're gonna wanna get a lot of people watching this video. So you're gonna wanna either do engagement, which I personally prefer, or you can also do video views. Engagement is going to be optimizing for likes, comments, and shares. And video views is just going to straight up optimize for getting people to watch your video as often as possible. And then the reason why we set up those custom conversions just a second ago is because you're going to want to also set up a conversion campaign in the future. And that conversion campaign, like I said, is going to be optimizing for people that reach the checkout page and opted into your funnel. So just to start you guys off, we're going to do an engagement ad. We're going to name it the Young Entrepreneurs Video 2 Engagement. Click continue. And this ad set is going to be where you control all of the targeting for your ads. So you can control the location. You can go like United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, United Kingdom, and Singapore. These are going to be your top 6 countries that are English. You can obviously do a lot more. You can test out different countries. Like I know the Bahamas speaks English, Seychelles. There's a lot of different places that speak English. And hey, if you speak a different language, if you're fluent in say Spanish or a different language, you can actually target those countries in that specific language, and you have a really unfair advantage because most people are only advertising in English. All right, and then next you're gonna choose your age range. So young entrepreneurs, we're looking at the really young, maybe still in high school, college students. So what we like to do is age 16 to around age 25 to 29 or so. 29 is kind of on the high end. So usually we do 16 to 25. We target men, but you can also test out women. We just have found that men tend to convert a lot better with this sort of offer. You can type in whatever language that you're going to be talking in. And since Liam, his videos are all recorded in English, you would want to do English for now until you get to the point where you might redo all of his videos in your own language. Oh, I'm sorry. The Young Entrepreneurs funnel is also recorded fully in English as well. Targeting, you're gonna want to look for. You can get really creative with this section. So every single day, Felix and I we're testing out new targeting demographics and interests. Some of the ones that have worked well for us is when you think about who is going to be your target audience, so 16 to 25-year-old males, and what would they be interested in, that what would they be most likely engaging with on social media. So when I think of that, I immediately thought of someone like Gary Vaynerchuk. You know, he's a motivational entrepreneurship sort of guy. People who like his content are most likely also going to like this sort of business opportunity. You got guys like Tai Lopez. Look at these audiences, guys. You're going to be able to reach an audience of 16 million people. And Tai Lopez, 5 million people like his content. You can also target things like affiliate marketing. 6 million audience, right? So you can get really creative with this, but what I want to really emphasize is that some people will tell you, oh, go and add in like 10 different things like this. You don't want to do this. Even though some gurus out there are teaching you this, when you do this, you're not going to be able to tell what interest or what demographic is getting you results. So just like a science experiment that you took back in elementary school, right? You only change one variable at a time so that you know exactly what variable is affecting your results. So when you're creating these ads, you only want to do one specific interest, demographic, or targeting at one time. and you can narrow it down or get a little bit more specific by clicking that button, this narrow audience. So you can say over here, Tai Lopez. Right, so what this means is that the person that's gonna see my ad has to be interested in Gary Vaynerchuk and also has to like Tai Lopez. And you can go even further if you want. They can be, you know, they have to like Gary Vaynerchuk, they have to like Tai Lopez, and they gotta like lollipops. You know, you can get really, really laser targeted and focused with this. And the other thing that I wanna show you is this exclude button over here. So excluding, you can take out a certain audience that you don't wanna show it to. So an example of where this comes in handy would be if you don't want other people to be seeing your ads, like your competition and such, you can type in things like exclude Facebook page admins, which for your guys' cases, you might not want to do, but I just wanted to show you that so you know that that option is available. Make sure that this check mark over here is checked off. Expand interests. That's essentially saying that you're giving Facebook control of everything, right? You want to check that off because you want to have full control over your ads. When you say you want your ad to show to a 16-year-old through 25-year-old male who likes Gary Vaynerchuk, you want it to only show to those people. And if you check off this mark over here, it's going to allow Facebook to show your ad to anybody that they think is going to be a good fit. So once again, make sure that's checked off. You can leave connections and save audience. And then over here on placements, you're gonna click edit placements. Automatic placement means that's because the audience is right around, like, I think 50 million people. If that audience were to say, were to be around like 500,000 or even 100,000 people, you might be looking at spending $5, maybe a little bit more per opt-in or per lead that you, but once again, when you go narrow, like Ali is saying, you get more specific and more targeted. So sometimes it's okay to spend a little bit more to get those really highly targeted leads into your funnel.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So we're almost done. I'm just gonna walk you through the last few steps of setting up your ad, and then we'll hand it back over to Ollie so he can show you guys kind of how he approaches the ads and such. So what we were doing is we were editing placements. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I sharing the screen right now?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wants it.
That's you thought you sold it already.
Yeah,
Can you guys see it now?
That guy's coming on Friday. And he said, "Oh, Ellie, I'm gonna be really funny right now. You have that car for 6 months plus. I don't think that within that 10 days, someone's gonna come and buy it." Okay. But I also told him that, okay, dear Mr. Daniel, now that I know our bottom line price for this car, they offer me a little more than what you offer.
All right, so I just muted everybody because of the noise. So Mike and Felix, you guys can unmute yourself.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so edit placements, Facebook feeds, Instagram feed, and you can leave all of this the same. Set this to your budget that you want to spend. You can set it as low or as high as you want, but just keep in mind that you're going to want to collect enough data so that you can make informed decisions on your ads. So I like to start mine at around anywhere from $10 to $50. But for you guys, it's okay to start as low as $5 per day. I wouldn't go any lower than $5. All right, and then you're gonna run your ad set continuously starting today. Post engagement or video views if you're doing the video view engagement. And then everything else stays the same, guys. You're gonna click continue. And this is gonna be the last step in creating your ad. This is gonna be where you actually create the video and put in the the words, the copy. So you can go ahead and select which page you want to post it to. Once again, like I said in the very beginning, the name of your fan page is going to be the name that shows up at the top of the ad. And you can either use an existing post on your page, or you can create an ad from scratch. So in this case, we're going to create a brand new ad. It's going to be a single video. And we're going to upload that video that we downloaded earlier.
Mike, quick question.
So,
Why don't you do instead of engagement ad? Why don't you make a lead ad, like leads?
so yeah, you can create a lead ad as well. The reason why we're doing the engagement first is because this is it's a video that we want to go really viral. And so we're going to run a lot of engagement, likes, shares, and comments, or video views to get as many eyes and engagements on this ad first, because it'll build social proof, right? When you have a video that has, like, say, 1,000 likes on it, it has maybe a few comments on it, and people are like, oh, wow, this is awesome. That's going to increase your conversions and lower your costs, because other people are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh, okay, this is legit. You'll find that if you have absolutely no engagement on your ads, it will, people are more scared to engage with it. They might not click on their links and stuff. That's the only reason why I run it this way first.
All right.
But how can you retarget them with the Facebook pixel?
We can, that would be in another video. I mean, we can go over that really quickly if you guys wanted, but I know that Ali and Felix wanted to cover some stuff today.
Yo, Flores, just message me. I got you.
And also the ManyChat bot, how does it work as well? Because I think Felix showed at the last meeting.
We're gonna get into that after Mike is done creating his ad. Now, as far as retargeting, we're gonna have a separate day just on that. So we're gonna take all the results from one campaign and we're gonna show you guys how to retarget everybody. So we're gonna do that specifically on one separate day just for retargeting, okay? But we're about to show you guys the chat bot as soon as Mike is done, and then Felix will come on and speak.
But if everybody in this group is gonna use the young entrepreneurs video, isn't it gonna be saturated?
There's billions of people online, man. And not everybody's going to have the same audience, and not everybody's actually using the same video. Some people have their own videos, and some people take different videos from like YouTube and stuff that they use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flores, just make your own video, bro.
I'm gonna do that. I'm working on it.
Yeah, guys, the videos that Young Entrepreneurs has made for you is there so that it makes the process of starting up as easy as possible, right? We're doing the hard work for you so that you can get up and running in just a few days. But the end goal that you eventually want to get to is you want to create your own videos when you have the time and the experience, and then you can start testing out your own stuff in the future.
Mm-hmm.
This video is taking a really long time to upload, but essentially it's gonna just upload like a regular video, and it's gonna pop up in this preview over here, and then you can type in the text. So I found that long copy works really, really well instead of just, if you type something like click the button to register, you're not gonna get as good conversion. So we like to type out a little, maybe 500 to 1,000 words of just really engaging copy that's talking about either young entrepreneurs, a community, or also about perhaps a business opportunity, right? The one thing to keep in mind is that you have to be careful about the words that you're saying. So you don't want to say anything hypey, or you don't want to promise any income sort of thing. So you can't say make $1 million overnight, right? Or even some keywords like make money online or affiliate commissions. You want to stay away from that. So that's why I typically say just write something really engaging that is talking about the community. Young entrepreneurs, the main thing you're selling is not Builderall. The main thing you're selling is the community that of all these young, really highly intellectual, motivated young people, that they can join that group and be surrounded by like-minded individuals. So that's kind of something you would want to type in here, and then you put in your call to action. Yeah.
Would you try and give them value in that message, like in the text?
Yeah, for sure, man. You want to provide value at every single step along your funnel, in the ad, in your emails, in your autoresponders, in your ManyChat chatbot. Every time you're talking to your customers, you want to be providing value.
All right.
All right, cool. So your text goes here, your website URL goes here. That's going to be your main URL for YE Movement. Click the call to action. This is going to add a little button to your video at the bottom. It's going to have a little learn more button that they can click. And that's it, guys. You already have your pixel set up that we already set up in the beginning. So that's going to be good to go. And you just click confirm and you're up and running. It'll usually take maybe one or 2 days to get your ad approved. And yeah, I guess I'll hand it back over to Ali or Felix. And then next time we hop on a call, we can go over conversion campaigns.
Yeah, I have a question. So,
What's up?
have you ever seen those ads on YouTube or like Facebook where they get you to sign up for a webinar?
Uh-huh.
Would that, do you think with that, like you would do an ad so they can sign up for a webinar so you can convert people who show up there? Would that be better, or just like send them straight to the website?
I would say for this one, I want to make this process as easy as possible for you guys. And not just for you guys, but also for everyone that you're bringing in, registering under you. We want to make this super easy and simple. So this would be the best way to start out. And like I said, as you get more time in the future, you can always build out more elaborate sort of marketing campaigns. Like if you want to record this webinar, or maybe perhaps use the webinar that Young Entrepreneurs made, you can definitely go ahead and set up that funnel. And that's going to convert really well, man. I mean, I'm sure you're well aware of how well these online webinars convert for people.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just a little bit more complicated, and that's why we're not touching on that just yet.
All right. Well, are you guys going to talk about it in the future?
Yeah, we are actually gonna. I'm gonna bring that up to some people as well, and maybe we can make a specific webinar just for the young entrepreneurs community, like a whole funnel. So I'll bring that to their attention. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. And they're gonna watch this, so they're gonna, if they see that everybody wants it, I'm sure they'll start to work on it. So I wanted to just stress on a few things. If you still got a few things to say, or
no.
So
I'll hand over the. Who's that? Is Saeed?
That's Ali.
Okay, I'll hand over the screen.
So stay on the screen real quick. I want to show them something. Do you see where you guys are, where he's going through the text? If you guys don't know what to say, or you don't know if they're going to, Facebook's gonna give you problems or deny your account because you're not compliant with the wording and stuff. Like I said, the tool that I showed you guys in the beginning of the webinar can be very helpful, because you're already looking at previous posts that have been approved and have been running for a long time. So you don't technically have to copy it in a way, but go in there, type in what your niche is. So for instance, it's young entrepreneurs. You can put entrepreneur, young entrepreneurs, different ads will pop up, and you could take ideas from their ad copy and tweak it to your own and put it in text. So it's very, very important that you guys use that tool, because a lot of people might just get banned with not knowing what to say. So you guys can get a good idea from that tool. So make sure you guys use that tool, and make sure that you guys use it wisely, because a lot of people are using it right now, but if it gets saturated and a lot of people start using it, they might just make it into like a membership tool, to be honest. So go in there, take advantage of it, and make sure that you guys use it wisely. I can't stress that enough because I've gotten most of my ads on there. All right, guys.
I have a question. Like if you're doing test ads, how many days do you do that?
You're gonna want to let it run for at least 3 days or so. That's like the bare minimum. The longer you run it, the more solid data that you're gonna see. A lot of people, they let it run for maybe 1 or 2 days and they see that it's not performing and they freak out and then they turn it off, right? But who knows? Like if you had let it run just a little bit longer, it might have optimized and it might have started performing profitably. So the way that Facebook ads work is that Facebook has this really complicated algorithm that's tracking all the data from all the users, and then it's trying to place your ad in the best, in front of the best users possible. And so you want to let that algorithm do its own thing, right? You want to give it time to optimize for your audience, and that's why you want to let it run at least 3 to 5 days before you turn it off.
How many I don't know how to say that. How many how many things you put in an ad? How many, like 4 or 5? Because if you do a lot, then you get a really big audience.
Are you talking about the
About
interest?
the ad set.
Ad set.
Are you talking about how many ads you can put to each ad set?
Yeah, like Gary, if you're Gary V, and then
Keywords.
Huh?
I'm not sure I'm understanding your question.
He's asking how much keywords
on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay, so for the keywords, you're gonna want to just do a very minimal amount of keywords. So either one at a time like this, just Gary V, or you can, like Ollie was saying earlier, you can narrow it down. So you can go Gary V and also like affiliate marketing or something like that. Affiliate marketing is something that's been working really well for our audience. It's been converting really well. I would just assume that it's because it matches this opportunity really well.
Yo, going along with this, would you want to put the amount of income that, like, for narrowing it down, would you want to put the amount of income someone makes?
Yeah, so this, what I'm showing you guys right now is just the very, how do I say, like the easiest way to get up and running within 1 day. Like just as soon as you get your funnel set up, you can start running ads that very same day. But like you're saying, you can target so many different things. There's hundreds and hundreds of different targeting options. Like you can target their income level, you can target where they're living, you can target their job, their everything, right? So as you get more into this and you start testing out different targeting options, that's definitely something you might want to look into. Yeah, for sure, man.
Guys, I think, you know, in the beginning, just let your first campaign should always be a test campaign. You know, let Facebook do its job and provide you the information that you need for the next campaign. So for the first one, just don't narrow it down too much. Let Facebook do its job and give you the stats back, tell you who's winning. Is it the men, how old they are, where they're from, the money they make and everything. And then for the next campaign, you're gonna show them real quick.
Yeah, so when your ad goes live, you're gonna see that it's active over here in delivery with that green little circle. And what you can do is you can go to this breakdown button over here. So like Ollie was saying, you can see how your ad is performing. So you can go age, gender. You can see which age groups, 18 to 24 got 180 clicks. 25 to 34 got 127 clicks. You can dive in and see how your ads are performing. So you're letting the data show you and direct you and guide you in the right direction. what Ali is saying is you don't want to get too narrow in your targeting because that's going to exclude a lot of people. You want to just run it really broadly, and then after you see the results after 3 to 5 days, you can go back in, check your breakdowns, and then you can get really laser targeted, and you can be confident knowing this is the targeting that's performing the best.
All right. Thanks.
All right, guys.
Awesome,
You
guys.
good with that? All right.
Yep.
So, like I said, I told Mike if he can hold this meeting. Mike has a lot of experience in Facebook ads. He's ran a lot of campaigns in the past, and I wanted him to come out here. Thank you, Mike, for coming out and showing them. You know,
No
make sure
problem.
you guys access this multiple times if you need to, so that way you guys can really understand it. Putting your pixels in place, your conversion tracking, and everything is very, very important in the beginning. Now, you know, we got our ad set up. You know, Mike showed us how to set up our ad, and it becomes easier and easier once you guys do it. So don't overthink too much about it. But now we got our ad set up, and now we want to connect it and automate the process through a chat bot. And that's where Felix is going to come in, and he's the master of chatbots as well as Mike. So he's going to come in and show you guys how to connect your chatbot with your ad and show you how to automate the whole process from A to Z. So Felix, if you want to get on, thank you for coming here, and we can go ahead and start.
All right, man. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
So yeah, can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Okay, so the platform that we use for our bot creation is going to be on ManyChat.com. Okay. So for new users, usually it's not going to be on the dashboard page. It's going to tell you to sign in to your Facebook. So you sign into your Facebook, and the first thing you want to do is connect your page that you're trying to promote. So in that case, Mike show you guys how to create your own Facebook page when it comes to doing ads and such. And Facebook is just going to list out a bunch of pages that's already connected to your account. So what you will have to do is just click connect, and it's automatically going to connect to your Facebook page.
I have a question
Okay.
about it, because I have 2 pages, and one page is blocked because I don't know, they won't approve it anymore. But that page is connected to ManyChat, and I can't disconnect it from ManyChat, and I also cannot see my other page.
So are you trying to connect your other page instead?
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Okay, so what you will have to do is, let me see if I can show you how to disconnect the page.
Because I've already disconnected ManyChat on my Facebook settings.
So
Sorry.
you disconnect in the settings?
Yeah, on my Facebook, but it's still showing me it's the same page.
Okay, so I can help you with that later on. We can hop on a Zoom call. We can do like a one-on-one. I'll guide you to it. But in this video, I just want to go over like the general overview of how to use chatbots with your campaigns. Okay, so after you guys connect your page, this is going to be the dashboard. Just quickly going over, this is where all your audience, your subscribers going to be. You can click on each one, and then it'll tell you the different info about them. Growth tool is something that you guys are going to be using when it comes to creating your message, and also creating like a link or like a website link for a message. Okay, so going into creating the growth tool itself, you will hit new growth tool and then messenger ref URL. So essentially this is a website link that directs them over to Facebook Messenger with a message. Okay. So right over here, you guys would, so let's just say you're someone's clicking on your ad, and the first thing they click on, once they click on the ad, is the link, and this will be the link that you're gonna have set up over here, the messenger ref URL link. So in my case, since I'm promoting Rooms Funnel, I'll show you guys the process of doing this for my guys, but this also applies to the young entrepreneur, and then you guys can just change up the wording on this. Okay, so this is the opt-in message for anyone that click on my link. It's gonna say, welcome, their first name, it's Felix. I'm working with Liam James Case on this $1 million challenge. It's gonna be epic. The button below will take you through the 3-step formula so you can begin right away. And then on the bottom right over here, this is gonna be a button that links them to the next page of the funnel. So in this case, for the young entrepreneur, for anyone that submit their info, that the next page link is gonna be the link that you put in this button right over here. Okay. Okay, so it's important to have that opt-in because once people click your link, that sends them over to the messenger link. You want them to give them an option to go to the next step of the funnel. This is why you include the link inside of the button here. And remember, add subscriber to sequence. This essentially sequence is kind of like an email autoresponder, but in chatbot form. So I'll show you guys an example how to create a sequence right over here. But every time you create a growth tool and you have an opt-in message, you should add your subscriber to a sequence. All right.
So a growth tool and a sequence are separate.
Yeah. So sequence would be right over here. You create your sequence, and you can see this sequence. I have like 6, 7 different messages. It's kind of like the email autoresponder where they have 6 or 7 different messages that you're putting your subscriber to, and you can change the schedule when these messages are going to be sent to your subscriber. So you can look at the opt-in rates. Just look at the numbers. 95% opt-in, 95% open rate. Everybody's opening it, and you compare that to like email open rates is like 20-30%, and look at this insane click-through rate. Everybody's just clicking on the button that I'm trying to get them to, click my call to action. So in this case, my first message that I'm going to send to them is if they didn't take action or even convert on the first try with my opt-in message, I'm going to send them a first email autoresponder or first chatbot autoresponder.
Wait,
and
quick
I will
question.
just follow up with them. I'll be like, I'll show them. Yeah.
How do you get them to subscribe to your chat thingy?
That's going to be the ads that you're running.
All right.
So
It's
Mike
gonna be-
show you how to create your ads, and then you're gonna have a link in there. That link is gonna be in the growth tool right over here. That you're gonna copy this link. This is the link that you're gonna copy, and you're gonna put in your ad. And once people click on this link, this is what they're gonna see. It's gonna open up a messenger tab, and this is the first message that they're gonna see. And once they reply to this message, if they click the button right over here, they instantly become a subscriber. So
do you need to set up a growth tool in order to do a sequence?
yeah, the growth tool is how they opt in.
Okay.
The sequence, you set it, yeah. You just attach the sequence to the
So
link.
people wouldn't be putting their actual YE movement link on Facebook. They would be putting this link and then transfer them to the YE movement.
That's correct.
Yeah, that would create way better conversions, guys, because you're engaging with them. Well, your computer's engaging with them.
Yeah, guys, I just wanted to mention that when you run your ads through Messenger like this, it gives you an automatic way to contact these guys directly, which I'm sure you're well aware the follow-up is what's powerful, what really converts people over. So to just really powerful.
Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so show you guys an example of my ad. So like Mike was going over, was telling you guys to make it like a long copy, but really compelling image, so people can start engaging with that ad.
You're echoing. Your microphone is echoing.
Okay. Yeah, so the website URL link, it's gonna be replaced with this link. So essentially you replace it with this link, and once people click on this link, it's gonna open up Messenger, and this is the first thing that they're gonna see. Welcome, it's Felix, and then they click on the button, which takes them to the next page or the next step of the funnel.
If that course as
Which
well.
would be right over here. Yeah. Okay, so now remember to add your subscriber to a sequence when you create the m.me link, the messenger ref URL link, and you will create your sequence in under automation, under sequence. You can name it YE movement opt-in sequence, something like that. So for the beginning of the sequence, I would like to send them like a reminder within the first 30 minutes they opt into my bot, just to follow with them. You know, you don't want to wait too long, because the moment they're engaged with their ads, they're already pretty hyped about this business opportunity that you're giving to them. So you want to keep them hyped. So keep the first message in like a short, time frame that you're going to be sending to them. In this case, for young entrepreneur group, your first message can be thank you, first name, whoever subscribed to your ad or whoever subscribed to your bot. Thank you, Felix, for wanting to become part of the YE movement. We're super excited to have you here. If you haven't gone through the checkout process, here's the link below to start. Okay, and then you're gonna attach a link which is open on a website, and this is gonna be the link to your checkout page for Builderall or for your young entrepreneur link that you have, and then you would name this title go to checkout or get started, whatever you guys want, and then you will include like a website link. Okay, so and make sure to make this active. So now every time someone opt in to this link, to this ad, to whatever ad you're promoting, and you have this link, 30 minutes after, it's going to subscribe them to the sequence, which will be the first message right over here that you've just created for yourself. Usually I will have like 6 or 7 different follow-up messages. One one for every day. So just to remind them if they didn't take any action, they can go back to this link, or they can go refer back to this page and finish up the process from there. So one day after, you can be like, hey, make it really customizable to them. At the end of the day, Facebook Messenger is built to be like a conversation. It's not like an email. So you want to make it as conversational as possible. Sometimes you can add like, hey Felix, give it like a time delay. So it's like you're actually talking to someone, you're actually having a conversation with them. Hey, whoever, 10 seconds, and then send them another message. I see that you signed up with Builderall the other day and have a test account. Did you want to move forward with becoming an affiliate? Look at how much I was able to make within the first few days of the challenge. And then sometimes I will insert an image showing my my sales, how many sales I made over the past week or so, just to encourage them to take action, just to encourage them to sign up with you. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with chatbots. I don't want to go like really in depth to it because it gets pretty complicated, but just connecting your page and then creating the first few messages in the sequence, creating that growth tool with the m.me link right over here. That's the first 3 steps you guys should be taking. And from there, from our next live call, we can dive in like deeper functions or features that chatbots has to offer. All right, guys. Do you guys have any questions?
Hey, the call's gonna end in a minute, by the way.
That's perfect. Perfect
All
timing.
right, perfect.
So guys, just a few words. Thank you, Felix, for explaining that. Of course, there's more advanced stuff to go into it. Like I said, this might be confusing in the beginning. Go ahead, rewatch the webinar, create your ad, connect your ManyChat. I think ManyChat is free, right?
ManyChat, it's free.
Yeah, go ahead, connect the two, and just play with it and test it. The only way you're going to learn is if you test some things. And then just automate your business, guys. ManyChat is very, very important. It's killing email marketing. And I just want to let you guys know, use the tools that I showed you in the beginning. Use what Mike showed you and Felix showed us. And just go ahead and let's crush it, guys. Let's make the Young Entrepreneurs Group the top group in all of Builderall. All right. If anybody doesn't have any questions, I know we're on a time basis here, but we can go ahead and end the call. And if you guys have any questions, just ask them in the group, and we'll be happy to answer them. Okay?
Felix, are you in the Young Entrepreneur Group?
Yeah. Add me as a friend, and then we can walk you through how to disconnect the page and set up your.
All right, guys.
All right.
Everything good? All right. It'll be in the members area, so we'll talk to you guys. All right.
All right.
All right. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.